we're gonna get right into it. As you can see from the title, I'm gonna show you guys how to doctor up stuffing. I've done this video before, but in a different way. I'll list it below in case you want to try that one. This is the stuffing bag that I'm using. I got it from Kroger. As you can see from the back, it only has a couple ingredients, but we're gonna go beyond that. And but yeah, so I'm gonna pour the bag mixture into my baking pan. It was a little bit too much. It was only a couple left in the bag, but I didn't want to overfill the pan. So now I'm gonna saute celery, bell pepper, scallions, lots of it. There's a recall right now on onions, so I haven't been buying any until they're fully clear that we're good to go. And I don't want to find out. I do not want to be the person to find out that it wasn't clear. So I've been buying a lot of scallions and shallots. But I didn't have shallots today, so I've been using a lot of scallions. So to season this, I'm going to be using poultry seasoning and, of course, Spicy Girl. If you don't have Spicy Girl in your house, I don't know what you're waiting on. I don't know what's tea. Y'all say y'all love me, so click that link. Just kidding, but yeah. You want to put some salt and pepper, and that's it. Alright, so I'm going to add some garlic paste. You can add fresh garlic. That's totally fine as well. But this is convenient and still just as effective. And then I'm just going to mix this up and let it continue cooking. And what did I want to say? I want y'all to be careful with the salt. I did say I had salt and pepper earlier, but be careful with the salt because you already know that bag stuff does come seasoned. And you don't want to over salt your mixture. So I suggest maybe wait until the very end to add salt if you want salt. And then you want to add your chicken broth down in here. And then I'm going to add the entire thing to my stuffing mixture. And then I'm going to mix it up. Alright, so now I'm going to mix this in really well, gently. I mixed it for about 1 minute. Now, if you're putting this inside of a turkey, this is where you would stop. You don't need to put it in the oven. You mix it up really good and stuff it inside of your turkey. First of all, this smells so amazing. I could just imagine what it tastes inside of a turkey. That don't sound right, but you know what I meant. And yeah, so now I'm going to pop it in the oven after I drizzle on some butter on top because I want it to be nice and crispy on top. And you want to pop it into a 375-degree oven. Alright, so while that's in the oven, I'm going to make some smothered meatballs. I've never smothered meatballs before. I guess it's the same as, you know, making a glaze and everything. It's really not a huge difference. But these meatballs were very tender and very delicious. So I added an egg, and now I'm just going to add, again, lots of scallions. I have tons of it in my house. And I'm going to add that. Now I'm going to add Spicy Girl. Again, this should be in your house. I'm not sure why it's not. However, you could just put salt and pepper. You don't, you know, it's, again, we're going to smother this. So, you know, it really doesn't matter at that point. This is the jerk marinade. That's also my own product. If you didn't get this yet, I feel bad for you because I'm sold out. This is what it looks like before it's actually processed and packaged before it gets to you guys. So this is like straight out the mixer. And that's why it's loose like that. So then you want to add your breadcrumbs. You want to make your meatballs, stuff them in the oven. I just bake them enough for them to set. Because again, they're going to get smothered. So it doesn't matter if it's cooked all the way through or not. Just bake it enough for it to set so that you can put it down into the sauce. You guys, this is the stuffing after 30 minutes in the oven. I'm gonna let it keep going because I want to see if I could get it a little more brown, but this is how it looks. If you have a weak oven, make sure you pop the heat up to 400. Okay, don't do 375 and then complain in the comments. But now I'm gonna make the gravy. So I have scallions again, peppers, and you just want to mix this up and cook it down a bit until you add your garlic and Spicy Girl once again, salt and pepper. You already know the tea. And now I'm going to add the flour because you want to cook that down. It's going to get your gravy nice and thick. Once you cook that down for about 2 minutes or so to cook off the flour flavor, you want to then add your chicken stock or your chicken broth. You mix that up. It gets nice and thick. Then you want to season it. If you taste it and it needs more seasoning, season it with what you got in your house. Get the onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, chili powder, whatever you got. I added some black pepper and some fresh thyme, and I tasted it. I added a little salt, and now this is what it looks like. Again, I apologize for my speech. You guys, I have braces. If you're new, I have braces. Okay, so don't drag me in the comments. I'm doing the best I can. Now I'm going to add my meatballs down in here. And I'm going to cover it and allow it to cook for about 15-20 minutes until they're nice and tender. Alright, so now I'm just going to plate everything up. I'm going to put some rice down, and then I'm going to put the meatballs. And y'all, I just wish y'all could smell this. The jerk inside that meatball was so delicious. Now, like I said, I think I added way too much. It was spicy, but it was really good, really flavorful. So, like I said, you guys, when you get your products at your front door, do not pour that whole jar of marinade on your food. Well, then again, if you're putting this on your turkey, I would say maybe a half of that jar would be enough for a 12-pound turkey. Yeah, half that jar will be enough for a 12-pound turkey or something like that, if that's what you're doing this Thanksgiving. So yeah, and this is the plate, a good old soulful plate of food with the meatballs looking great, the rice, and the stuffings. And of course, some greenery for some razzle-dazzle and freshness. But look at this stuffing, you guys. I tore this stuffing up because it was so good. I didn't eat much rice, but the stuffing was really good. I hope you guys give it a try. It's a quick alternative to making it all the way from scratch. And, you know, the flavor is very effective. All right, I'm going to give y'all the first bite. Look how, oh my goodness, this meatball was so tender, you guys. I know I didn't record this video on my actual camera. I wish I did. But, again, I've been doing all these packages to get sent out to you guys. So I made the best of, you know, my time. And I'm just going to add a little bit of stuffing. But hold on, I think I want all three. I went back, got me some rice, period. And here's y'all first bite. Okay, love y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.